nah. Can y'all hear me? Let's do that again. What's up? Let's do this again. Let's see if we can get this right. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Man, right now, this ain't gonna take nothing but a minute or two for to really get down to business, man. Like, I showed y'all about. Okay, let's see. What's going on? Now, look, I told y'all about that sovereignty mess. Like, y'all be listening to these Moors, and a nigga sit up there all day and try to tell you about a book. A nigga get up all the nigga try to tell you about a book and try to make themselves look that smart. But last time I checked, nigga, if you were that smart and you knew that much about law, why the fuck you ain't in politics, my nigga? You this smart, great Moor, right? You this great Moor, right? Why you not in politics if you know that much about American law? If Moors were all that like they claim to be in academia and law. Hell, me, I know more law than your ass. And you've been around longer than me. This is crazy, man. Like, y'all be listening to this Moorish nonsense stuff. Matter of fact, I'm finna show you something. We finna put this thing in play, man. I'm finna start playing with these niggas, man. I already showed this article, and I'm gonna have to show it again. But let's put this in, dog, because this is crazy. Like niggas telling you you can get sovereignty, but you can't get sovereignty unless you are a nationalist. If you ain't a nationalist, you ain't getting nothing, nigga. Let me go and get to where I was gonna get. This is crazy, man. And y'all be listening to these Moors on TikTok. But I'm finna put y'all straight up on game, man. So y'all ain't gotta get it ran on. You know, that sovereignty stuff goes through the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, which is ran by the so-called Jews, your enemies, that's stopping you from being like. And this is the nonsense I'm trying to figure out. Why would you need to go against the same people? Why would you have to go to the same people that put you in this situation? And see, these Moors be quick to sit up there and lie to the people, not even telling the truth. Now, let's go up to here, man, so we can see who front this. Now, y'all see that, right? Let me make sure it's on screen. Let me make sure this thing in here. Y'all see that? Sovereign Citizens Movement. Do y'all see that? Who is it sponsored by? Well, the SPLC, y'all. The SPLC. Let's move down a little bit more. James Timothy Turner, National Liberty Alliance, Moorish Sovereign Citizens. And matter of fact, you say black. But I already read this. I don't know why I got to read this again. But if y'all go read this, man, check this out. All right, we're going to go to the top takeaways. In 2023, the sovereign citizens movement continued to flourish. The movement continued to flourish. The increase in the increase in disinformation around politics and health in recent years has fostered an environment where facts are challenged and conspiracy theories are the ones perpetuated by sovereigns. Whoa. Let's go down to another one. Perpetuated. What we know what perpetuated means, right? Okay. Since we know that, let's move on. And this is kind of what it's based on. On March 1st, 2023, 25-year-old sovereign citizen Chase Allen was killed by a police after he refused to comply with the directions during the traffic stop in Farmington, Utah, including commands to get out of the vehicle. He tried to grab his loaded gun and managed to get it out of the holster before he was shot. Allen and his parents were all members of the sovereign citizen movement and called themselves American State National. I thought, yeah, because you got to be a nationalist. If you ain't a nationalist, then that sovereign shit claiming more ain't gonna do nothing because it's no different than the civil rights movement. I showed y'all in a teaching about a day or two before that that's no more than some of the culture of pop culture. Just like hip hop would be a part of pop culture. So it wouldn't be a movement. It would be more like a cultural thing, making this culture a pop culture. Because you got different, how can I say, you got different cultures all sharing one culture together. Sound like a mix of a great melting pot to me. Same way it was in Egypt. But this is basically what it's based off of. And I don't see anything that has more but American State National. They call themselves. Now, if you go on down further, they're gonna tell you, man, the same thing I read in the first beginning at the top takeaways. Many leaders of sovereign citizen organizations have perfected their recruitment pitches and techniques, which makes an increase in sovereign seminar attendance very likely. Which means it's gonna be a pile of niggas with money in their pockets to go ahead and pay these more for something that ain't gonna happen. They just told you it was disinformation. And we just read it ain't got nothing to do with Moors, but the National Alliance. It don't say nothing about no more. Y'all gotta wake up, man. Stop. That's why information has. That's why disinformation has rise, man. Because a lot of these Moors going around here feeding y'all some bullshit for some paper. That's just fact. Here we go at the bottom. Y'all see where the arrow at, right? Let's see. It don't say nothing about Moors up in here, but it does says Allen parents were members of the sovereign citizen movement and called themselves what? American State Nationals. Because you have to be a nationalist, not a Moor. That's why this stuff has been perpetuated. But that's why this stuff been perpetuated, man, by these Moors, and they riding off the back of somebody else's movement. That's sad. Cause like we already know, Moors don't mean nothing but black. But basically, this is going to the Southern Poverty Law Center. Same dude that had your ass in the headlock. Now let's read this at the top. Sovereign citizens believe they are not under jurisdiction of federal government and consider themselves as exempt from U.S. law. But this is the problem. They consider themselves. That ain't what the law said. Y'all consider yourself. That ain't what the law, because the law is going to still pop your ass like they pop their dude. Get out there trying to grab your motherfucking gun. But let's finish this out. They use a variety of conspiracy theories and falsehood to justify their beliefs. Who they talking about? The sovereign citizens. Their beliefs and their activities, some of which are illegal or violent. Damn. Man, look, I think I done did my job for my people. to let y'all know, leave the crooked ass more alone, because it's sad. I can sit up there and like look at this book, look at that book, but it ain't doing me no damn good if I can't put that book to use. Same way like I'm showing people how to farm. It'll do y'all no good if I just tell y'all how to farm instead of showing y'all how you farm, how you grow your garden. I mean, dog, the level of stupidity you got to have to believe this shit is way unimaginable. Our people need to stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. So with that said, man, this is your boy Joseph. Man, we out, yo Messiah. Man, we out the building, dog. I'll be back. We're finna break down another teaching too. I think I'm gonna try to squeeze in 2 more, but I hope I can squeeze in this 1 more. So with that said, man, peace. We